What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Meehan. Shaun, how's it going?
I'm good, Conor. I'd like to preemptively apologise because they're digging up the road outside the house. Okay. And I can't control when that happens. Yeah. I tried to talk to the builders and say, look, I have to do a podcast right now, guys. And I was laughed back into my own house.
And I bet they were like really muscly guys, and you were just like, you just strolled up and like tapped them on the shoulder.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah. They were
with
all
a little briefcase.
Yeah, and they all had their like lunches and they were sitting on a girder above the road.
They were 100 feet in the air.
Screaming, so I was. And then they threw all their crusts at me. It was awful.
No.
If you hear, basically, all that to say, if you hear any construction noise, I'm sorry, but I don't know what to do.
You might hear a faint noise of that fucking Egypt who lives there.
You might hear them catcall me throughout the show.
Ooh. Shaun, this is weird news. What do we do here?
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You are about to read them all out to me, a man who has been too busy interacting with tradesmen all week to look at any weird news.
You were like, why don't you go get a real job? Oh, wait, no, my sink is broken. Who fixes this?
I fucked around and I found out, and now all the gas is leaking into my house.
Should I drink the gas? Is that how we fix it?
Gotta create a seal with the lips around the gas main.
Someone quick, light a candle.
Burn the gas away.
No, we respect all those people. They're much smarter than we are.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I could never do that job.
Implied is that they are better than us, Shaun.
Yeah, they contribute a lot more to society, believe me.
I clickety-clack on a laptop. I just guess half the time. It's just move a new tab there. Let's see what happens.
I just reply all and say I'm working on it, and then fucking no one ever comes back to me.
On holidays.
Yeah, I've had my out of office on for 2.5 years.
Just hoping nobody replies. Shaun, this is weird news. As you already stated, I have searched the globe looking for weird news for us to have a chat about this week. And what happened this week, we're starting off with a bit of an anniversary from one of last year's biggest news stories. Because around this time last year, Shaun, there was a bit of a get-together of people. And the get-together was the battle of the Joshes.
To try and find the ultimate Josh.
The one true Josh. That is correct.
Has that been a year, really?
The one true Josh battle has attracted hundreds once again for round 2 of finding the one true Josh.
They have to defend the title.
Now, if you remember, the defending champion is currently a very young child, Josh Vincent Jr., 5 years old, who won the championship last year. He's walking in as the champ this year.
He's walking in. He's got 2 belts around him. He's got a sword in each hand.
And I mean, it's very hard to train for this year's competition. It's very hard to find the motivation waking up in silk sheets to go for those 5 a.m. runs when you're training.
He's gotten too soft, is what's happened here.
I didn't want to say it, but the fame's gone to his head.
The man got laurels and he rested on them. You know, that's what happened to him. The child.
We've heard it all before. You train up until you win the big one. Where do you go from there? The only way is down. Everyone's vying for his spot, his position.
Yeah, it turned out you love the thrill of the chase more than actually like getting to the top.
The TV show The Chase. He's a big fan. A couple hundred people grabbed their pool noodles once again, Shaun, and headed to a Nebraska park this weekend to battle over the right to the name Josh, to find the one true Josh.
Did the previous winner actually attend? Because otherwise, there's going to be this thing where there could be 2 supreme Joshes, you know.
Then you've got an interim champ, and then it just gets confused. You got to build up to the big pay-per-view with the 2 interim champs.
Before you know it, you've got a multi-billion-dollar industry built around a child named Josh and someone else, presumably an adult.
A grown man also named Josh has to beat up this child.
Do you think it's better if it's a grown man versus the child, or if it's 500 people in a circle around two children named Josh, just taking swings at each other.
I think I would rather watch the grown man have to go through the mental, like the mental gymnastics in the cage. Like the other side is just 5-year-old Josh, and on the other side you've got like the Muhammad Ali of Joshes, who's like 26 in his prime. He's fit as fuck, and he's like going through his head. You can see it in his eyes. He's like, I can kill the child, but should I kill this child?
He has to reconcile the fact that if he wants to be the one true Josh, he has to kill a child.
One single tear as he just drop kicks the child.
And then he gets the title, but at what cost? Because no one's going to be friends with the man who drop kicked a child.
Even if he wins, he loses at that point. And I feel like that emotional journey is something I'd be more into.
I also feel that's how little Josh won in the first place.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
I think I brought this up at the time, that like, who's going to fight a 5-year-old, you know?
I think he did the classic of like crying, oh, get my mommy. They're like, oh, sorry. Then he stands up just like, what are you going to do? You know, he did the classic meme of like, call an ambulance for not for me. And he pulled out a gun. So the event started as an online joke, for anyone who doesn't know, with Josh Swain from Arizona last year, when he sent out a tweet. I think this was 2 years ago. He sent out a tweet challenging anyone to a year from then to a fight with his name.
What he did, he started a Facebook group and he added everyone with the name Josh Swain. And then he messaged the group. And it's like, I bet you're wondering why I gathered you all here.
And then he gave them coordinates to a place to meet and said, we will meet here to fight.
Just a big field. And it's like, this is where it's going down.
So after it took on a life of its own, Swain turned it into a real life event last year at a random coordinates he included in his original note, which he was in Lincoln, Nebraska. Now the enthusiasm was there this year to come back again, with several of the competitors donning costumes, including masks, animal suits, and football helmets. Oh, they've heard of the young Josh 5-year-old. They're like, I'm not letting them knock me out again.
That's interesting. You're allowed to bring whatever gear you deem appropriate to the Josh fight.
Yeah. Before heading out to Bowling Lake Park. But that wasn't enough to dethrone 5-year-old Josh Vincent Jr., who defended his title as number one Josh for the second year in a row.
What is this kid's deal? Why is he so cracked at war?
They all turn up and he's been in the field for hours, just face covered in makeup, and he just like slowly pops up over the hill. He's like, coordinates, I'm on your 8. He's
a year older now. He's 6 now, presumably.
Yeah,
because that's how time works. And so he's that little bit taller, little bit stronger. Like he's gonna reach a peak where he's impossible to defeat.
12.
I think
we all peaked at 12, didn't we?
Yeah, Conor. Yeah, we all peaked
athletically. 12 is the peak.
No, I'm still waiting for my peak athletically.
Okay. I'm on the downward spiral.
That's fine. That happens. But maybe it's the intimidation factor. Like maybe now it's the case that like no one understood why he won the first time. So in their heads, he must have some kind of weird power. And so people look at him and they just like pass out from fear. They're
kind of defeated before they even enter the fight. Because
that's Josh's big plan.
You're too busy thinking, how did he win? This Josh must have something special. And by that stage, you've thought of that. He's already karate chopped you multiple times and it's game over.
It's game over indeed. And like the more people that fall to Josh, the more the legend is kind of built up in people's heads. Like if this is a yearly event and he keeps winning every year, there will come a point where he's like, I don't know, maybe 17, 18, where it's like, okay, we can actually just fucking destroy this kid now.
There's one year where he gets too cocky. He's like 7. And people are just bringing him drinks. He has no little caravan on site, and he's just like sunglasses on and like a bathrobe. And they're like, Josh, we need you now. It's your fight in the first round. Fine. Okay, right. Who am I facing? Josh O'Connor. What's he? 26. Okay, 26. Yeah.
MMA fighter, is he?
MMA fighter, you say? Oh, what's that? Right. Conor McGregor. How did he get here?
He just starts rolling his shoulders, saying like, okay, let's go.
Starts cracking his neck.
One punch down.
He's like playing Xbox. Alright, fuck it. But apparently this year they decided to raise a bit of money for charity. They raised nearly $22,000 for a children's hospital and medical centre in Omaha. And also the owners of the Josh Sellers wine label pledged to match that amount. So technically they made $44,000 for charity.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Well done, all you Joshes.
And I mean, this all came from an absolutely idiotic idea that one Josh had.
It's all born from a man who I'm only assuming was pissed at the time, and he thought, you know what would be a great idea? I'm going to invite everyone to fight me.
The article finishes off with Josh giving one final line about whether he's unsure if they'll be able to keep up the annual event. As he said, there's a number of factors in this crazy world. I think that the hope is to keep this trend going so that we can keep the good times rolling.
Josh is all about living in the moment, man. Who cares about health and safety or crowd control laws?
Now, he does, I mean, they're pool noodles that they're using.
I know, but there's 500 people in a field all running at each other.
Yeah.
Like, that's and there's kids around as well.
A stray pool noodle's going to catch someone and it's going to kick off.
Yeah, it's going to get shoved down someone's throat, I would imagine. Is that not where everyone's mind went? No?
I don't think that's where it's going.
No, because what you do, you put the pool noodle down their throat, you throw them in the sea, and then they just float away.
They float away.
Float away.
Yeah. And to what end is you're just going to float them out to sea and that's it?
Yeah. And now one less competitor for next year.
Yes, the classic senior place, Nebraska. Right in the centre of the ocean.
Oh, look, okay, you put them in a pool noodle and you put them on a truck and you ship them to the sea and you fuck them in there. Then they all float off, they congregate together and they make Josh Island. Josh
Island. And then you're left out because you're the only Josh left who's not on Josh Island.
Yeah, but like in the land of Josh Islands, the man not named Josh is king, you know?
Oh, right.
So I'm the only Josh left in Nebraska at this point. So it's all coming together for Shaun.
For Shaun.
Oh, shit, no.
Get him. He's not actually named Josh. So yeah, this event, it happened again. We still have the same winner. We'll have to do a yearly report of this. Come back. I want to see if Josh Vincent Jr. can reclaim his trophy once again next year. Maybe to give him a world championship title, like wrestling title. I think that's the only fair.
Maybe. But like I think they might give him 3. But he's certainly not getting a 4th, because otherwise it's like
they're rigging the 4th one.
Yeah. It's like otherwise, like no one wants. It won't be entertaining if he wins the 4th one. He needs to lose. That 7-year-old at the time needs to lose badly.
There's a coup at that point against him.
All of his like top generals get paid off. And then they're all in like colluding to betray him and try and take the top spot. Yeah. But the guy who paid him off is actually going to betray all the generals.
How is this not a movie? Would be my question.
This is absolutely being turned into, if not a movie, a Netflix docu-series.
Oh, Netflix will give money to anything. They will fund this. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, fine.
Netflix cancelled a load of stuff recently and they're just like, oh, we have all this money, let's get a bunch of new stuff.
So Shaun, we're going to have to move on from the Josh battle because we're going to Davenport where we have one criminal who I feel like there's a supply and demand to money, Shaun, and I think
you've explained economics,
that's
Conor.
Banking, and I'm not a man for the smart stuff, but I'm telling you now, that works. But what I have here is would-be robber offers Davenport police officers $1 million to not arrest him.
It's a bold move. Has he got the $1 million at that point?
No. Right.
Does he have it on good authority that he will have $1 million soon?
No.
Right, okay. It's falling apart, really, this whole bribe.
A Davenport man whom police say robbed a woman of her purse was offered them $1 million bribe to let him go after they caught him. So this is Ricardo Espraza, 49, is charged with second-degree robbery, a Class C felony that carries a prison sentence of 10 years, and bribery, a Class D felony that carries a prison sentence of 5 years.
Right.
According to the arrest affidavits, the woman was walking down West 6th Street, everyone's favourite street.
Everyone's favourite cardinal direction of 6th Street.
Very specific. Everyone's favourite. But yes, when the woman was walking down, when Espraza popped out, he grabbed the straps of her purse, which was over her shoulder. He then pushed the woman down to the ground and ran off with the purse.
Okay, your standard push and run kind of robbery
the good old
tactic.
push and run, as we all know and love. Espraza did not get the women's purse eventually, as she held on to it even when he tried to get away. And then the police were called.
So this man tried to rob someone, got nothing, and decided to try and bribe the police.
This is why it's weird news, Shaun.
That's fucking ridiculous.
The woman did not report any injuries, so this is why we're talking about it. It's more stupidity. I'm assuming mentally maybe a bit of a shock to the system. Obviously a traumatic experience. But what made it was officers located Espraza just a short distance from the robbery scene when they turned up. He hadn't gotten very far. He wasn't very fast, I assume. After being read his Miranda rights, Espraza took a moment. He was placed in the back seat of a squad car, and he then offered the officers $1 million to release him and not arrest him.
Is that $1 million each? Or $1 million?
Do you think that was their follow-up question?
Look, if I was the officer, I would be like, look, sir, I believe you may have $1 million, but do you have $2 million?
You don't have the look of a man that has $2 million. $1 million, I'll believe. Everyone's a millionaire these days.
Yeah, I don't get out of bed for less than $1 million myself.
Specifically. But, Shaun, I feel like where it all kind of comes down when we think about it is that he's robbing a woman's purse. Yeah. So within the implication of that is either he really loves purses, maybe he's fucking fascinated with purses, or, and hear me out,
okay,
she may have money inside the purse that he decided that he needs.
Right. Counter argument.
Go on.
No purse could hold $1 million, I would say.
So then my question is, how is he going to get the $1 million? If he has $1 million, why is he robbing one purse that I could only assume probably has Max, you might carry $100 with you on a very, very good day. She just got paid. She just came from the bank. She got 100 out. She's walking down the street. She has 100 in her bag.
What if she... Conor.
Yeah.
Conor.
Yes.
What if she didn't just come from the bank?
Oh.
She came from the lottery tickets.
She's got $1 million.
She's got $101 tickets, and each of those
she
tickets.
She hadn't even won the lottery. She has just $1 million tickets.
Actually, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why my brain didn't think she had a winning lottery ticket in there.
Surely it's better if she's won the lottery rather than, don't worry, I've got $1 million scratch cards.
But what a fucking Hail Mary in the squad car to be like, officers, $1 million right now, start scratching just to see. And he's getting real tense as he goes through all the scratch cards.
How tense is that scene? Where is it like 1 apple, 2 apples, gold star, fuck.
Baby.
I needed 3 of them. I needed 3 of them.
And he gets to like 99 and he's dripping with sweat. And the two officers are just looking at him.
They're like really into it now. They're just like over the back seat, just looking down at him like, oh, I wonder what he's going to find.
Just like pieces of cardboard and little grey shavings all over the back seat.
And he's like, do you have another coin? I'm after ruining this one. I'll be honest with you, lad.
4 through the coin.
4 through the coin through tenseness.
And then he scratches it off and he wins a free one.
Oh, fuck. No, he's like, oh, that'll give me an extra 2 minutes. The boys will have to go in and get that.
Go collect that for me, officers. Then the officers scratch it outside the car and they win $1 million. And they're like,
we don't need your $1 million now, son.
We've got our own to split between us.
But I was offering you 1 million each. Oh, fuck, he's got to go pint.
Oh.
He's got to go pint again.
Give me 500,000 lottery tickets.
I love the idea of his defence's officer. If you just let me go back to the purse, I will get you money. Okay? Because I don't have any on me currently, but I know someone that does.
Would you like to be an accomplice officer?
This might surprise you, but the officers did not accept the $1 million bribe, Shaun, due to the fact that, it seemed like he probably didn't have $1 million to give.
That's true. Why did you say that and wink, though, Conor? Like, what's going on there? Are you trying to suggest that these officers did take up the bribe?
The two officers drove away in their Lamborghinis and were never seen again.
Well, at least it has a happy ending for everyone except the woman who got pushed over.
And I like how he's willing to give the $1 million to the policeman, but to the woman he's like, no, well, you're out on your own, right? But these policemen, they deserve the money.
Yeah, but if he's got $1 million to be thrown around, your argument does stand about why burgle a purse. You know?
Well, he told officers that not only could he provide the money in cash if they wanted, he could also wire transfer the money directly to their bank if that was easier. So he's got two modes of way. Two ways of getting it to them.
Yeah, he's making it as easy as possible from a customer perspective.
But like, I have $1 million in hand, but I also have $1 million in the system. So whichever's up to you.
I understand that $1 million in $1 bills might be inconvenient for you to bring home and explain. So what if I just boop, 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 drop that money in? You know?
And then there's like the look between them, like, did he just say boop, boop, boop?
It's a technical term, officer. You wouldn't... Us millionaire types.
God damn it, he's so smart. I don't even understand boop, boop, boop.
So did he he got arrested, presumably?
Oh, he's in jail currently, Shaun.
Oh, good, says I.
They did not let him out, which serious misfortune of justice there.
I hope he keeps it up in jail, though. He just keeps he keeps making promises for when he's outside.
When I get out here, I'm giving you $10 million. Just for... Did you not stab me today? $10 million for you, good sir.
Yeah. Guard, please. Another, I don't know, fucking ice cream. And that
have you ever
Chevrolet
seen a jail?
Is yours. Look, I imagine jail is where you hang out with the boys.
Can I have another cornetto, please?
What's your favourite cornetto? Sorry, this is a
strawberry.
Strawberry. It's a good cornetto. I think it's my favourite cornetto as well.
Oh, right. I've kind of ruined it now. The debate isn't there if we both agree.
Oh, okay. Sorry, let me wind back a bit. Right. Fuck you, Conor. Mint is the best.
Come on, you can't say that.
It's got the chocolate, it's got the mint, it's a classic combo.
What about Magnums?
What's my favourite Magnum?
Yeah.
I like a white chocolate Magnum.
This is ridiculous.
What?
I like a white chocolate Magnum. This is the worst.
Why do we disagree on everything except ice cream?
It's the only way in this world that we agree.
Ben & Jerry's. What's your favourite Ben & Jerry's?
Oh, see, we're not going to agree on this. I've only ever eaten Ben & Jerry's once in my life.
Oh, really? Okay.
Shaun, I don't come from, the rich parts. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
I come from people who we get like Lennon Kerry's.
Lennon Kerry's? What?
Like the knockoff version.
Oh, sorry. It sounded like some kind of Russian leader.
No, it was always like, can we get Ben & Jerry's? Well, that's €6, and this one over here is $1.50, so we'll get that one.
But actually, the best cheap ice cream for home use, Viennetta. I won't hear anything against it. Costs like €1 for a load of ice cream. But the best ice cream you can get in a shop, a Maxi Twist.
Yes.
It's very Irish. It's very, very Irish. And it's just white, like vanilla ice cream with some green and pink syrup just in it already from the shop. Yeah. Lads, it's unreal.
That's all you need, lad. That is all you need.
You get that on a hot summer's day. You break the spoon off in it. You're fucked. It all melts and you drink it off. It's deadly.
I'm sure there probably is a country equivalent in every country, but it's not called a Maxi Twist.
Yeah, it probably has a better name.
Oh, absolutely. We're just dumb enough to be like, yeah, that's the Maxi Twist.
Do you remember Golly Bars? Sorry, I'm tangenting this very badly.
You just love ice cream. I feel like we've got into your favourite topic.
I think, finally. A Golly Bar?
I've never had a Golly Bar.
It was just, imagine a block of vanilla ice cream with a stick in it. That was it.
But what's the point?
Just ice cream on the go, you know?
You're not buying like an ice cream because you want like just plain vanilla. Like you're buying the ice cream in a sort of wrapper because you want some sort of like sugary flavour.
I get, yeah, like you want a bit of excitement with your ice cream.
I want glucose in some sort of fake flavour in my ice cream.
But then I think that like vanilla, like just a vanilla block of ice cream has its place. Sometimes you just want the cool, refreshing, creamy ice cream.
Do you work for vanilla?
I think I do. I think I do now.
Someone blew my mind once when I was young and they were like, vanilla's black, vanilla pods. And I was like, no, it's not. Every ice cream I've ever seen is white, lad.
You just lie back in your chair and you're like, oh, I'm going to absolutely destroy this man.
This lad's a fucking idiot. Every vanilla ice cream is white, right? Don't even test me. But yeah, it's black. There you go.
Black vanilla pods, man. It's great. Also, apparently ice cream vanilla isn't real vanilla or something like that. There's a weird different flavour.
Not real. That thing.
That's true.
It's normally like a what's the word I'm looking for? A substitute.
Normally. It's full of E numbers. Remember E numbers were a big thing? Skittles.
We're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun. We're going to Louisiana. No more of your ice cream talk, please. But send in your favourite ice creams. Let us know.
Please do. Put them in the Facebook group. Let us know.
Stick them in the Facebook group. But we have two Louisiana men who, Shaun, they decided to legally transport some goods.
Legally transport?
Illegally transport.
Oh, no.
Now, look, we've heard of quite a lot of stories of people illegally transporting things. But what would be the most difficult thing to decide that I'm going to legally transport that?
A lit firework.
See, it'd have to be big.
Yeah. Okay, so is it alive?
It's not alive. It has to be big and it has to be awkward.
A helicopter.
Louisiana men who try to illegally transport house leave trail of havoc.
Like a full-on, like a house.
Like a full-on house.
Like a built house.
Yes.
Why? How? Where?
They tried to do the Willy Wonka.
Yeah, and just rip it out from the terrace that it was in.
Two men attempted to legally move a modular home in Louisiana in the middle of the night before they abandoned the house in the street and left a trail of havoc in their neighbourhood.
So they lifted up the house, put it on like a trailer, hauled it a ways and just left it in the road.
Someone says, don't you move that house. Oh, I'm going to fucking move that house. You're going to see.
Was it their house or was it someone else's house?
I think it was their house. But sheriff's deputies in the state's Iberia parish near Lafayette jailed the pair after getting a call at 3:30am on Sunday to report an illegal transport of a house. How often do you get that illegal?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Did you report that they're robbing a house? They're like in it, like stealing the things? No.
They're outside the house. Okay, and they're trying to get it. No, you're not following.
They have a giant lasso and they've lassoed it around the house and now they're going to drive away with it. Deputies arrived to find an abandoned truck, a trailer. This article is written so good. The deputies arrived to find an abandoned truck, a trailer, and an abandoned house. In the street.
Just in the middle of the road.
Who left this house here?
Guys, come on, house day is Wednesday.
You have to put it in the bin. Come on, lads.
Is it littering at that point, do you think?
It's a lot of littering at once. Deputy said the owner of the house, Tony Domingo, had been warned that he needed the proper permits to transport his home by truck.
Okay.
So Tony had been warned, and young Anthony decided, permits schmerbits, I'm going to show you.
I'm going to live on the edge here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to... Did Tony maybe say, oh, let's steal the house. And then it'll look like it's not your... It's like, I couldn't apply for the papers. The house, it's been stolen. You know?
I mean, he had been warned, so those instructions were ignored, Shaun. And during the move down the Cote Hobbs Road, many mailboxes, roadsides, and trees were damaged in the process as he tried to drag a fucking house down the street.
Lads, if you want to move a house, you have to break a few neighbourhood amenities, okay?
So they just have a fucking house, they put it on the back of a truck, and they just like knocked everything down on the way.
Imagine waking up like their neighbours and like waking up the next morning and it's just gone.
How they found out was it also knocked down the electricity lines, which knocked out power to hundreds of residents in the area.
They're just absolutely wrecking this neighbourhood.
What's the clip of not Flobby? What's your man's name in the purple suit?
The fuck is Flobby?
No,
what?
not Flobby. From the 90s, Noel Edmonds.
Mr. Blobby?
Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby. Did you not see the scene of him on This Morning?
Oh,
you know
yeah.
That gif where he's walking through just destroying shit.
Yeah, he just ruins the entire set just by being himself.
I think that is the equivalent of this, that they're like, sure, all we have to do, right? Sneak down in the middle of the night. Nobody will hear us. We put the house on the back of a truck, and now we just go there. Like, simple as that.
We just peel out like Thelma and Louise.
We just pick it up. You pick up one side of the house, I'll pick up the other side of the house. We stick it on the back of the truck.
That was a follow-up question I had. What goes into moving a house like that? Like, do you need a crane? Like,
the best thing is, they don't give any information in regards to how they moved it. They just give us the fact that there was a truck, a trailer, and a house abandoned in the street.
They don't want to inspire copycat house robberies.
That's the thing, because this one went so well. So they just turn up, they try to steal a home with just a truck and a trailer. But then the question becomes, how do you get the house onto the trailer?
I would assume you'd have to... Maybe it's designed to move. So maybe there's like skids that you can like get under. And then...
But even then, is the object of a truck not that the thing in the trailer can't be heavier than the truck?
Is it though? Is that
I would assume, because otherwise it will just tilt backwards onto the back wheels.
No, because you're not putting all the weight isn't out on like a lever kind of a thing. There's two wheels and the weight's in the middle of the wheels, so all the energy goes down.
Right. But it's a house.
It is a house.
Like, it's not dirt. Like, it's not evenly spread gravel. It's just a house.
What's it called? What did they describe what type of house it was? And I look it up.
They said a modular home, which actually I looked up as well because I thought that meant like something small. But a modular home looks pretty big to me.
What the balls? What? Yeah, it's like a little. They vary in size and shape and design. But it's like a house. Imagine a house.
Yeah, well, that's why I said a house, Shaun.
And then this one's up on cinder blocks. So maybe.
So you just get right underneath it. You get a big stick on the other side and you just like tilt it.
Archimedes and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like you just tilt it up. Just a real big stick. And if you just lean down enough, you'll tilt it up onto the truck.
Yeah, and then don't bother strapping it down or anything. Because they ditched it in the middle of the road then.
Yeah, there was no straps. They hadn't thought that far ahead. How are we going to strap it down? You find straps big enough to wrap around the house.
But imagine being... what was the inside of the house like then? If it was peeling around corners and shit. How far did they get?
I think they only got to the end of the street, which makes it even worse.
It does. And do they have to... Does he have... Okay. So who puts the house back?
Yeah,
is my question.
This is a question nobody has ever asked before, but how do we put that house back?
Because do you need a permit to do it at this point? If you're moving it back anyway, would you not just let him move to where he wants to go?
Right.
Does he have to pay for it?
He's taken moving house quite literally.
I think he has. Maybe he's just got the wrong end of the stick.
He's like, I want to move out of the area, but I don't like any reasonable prices, and there's no real good places for the price range that I'm offering. So what I'll do is I'll just bring my own house, and just bring it there and just settle it down.
Yeah. I'll just bring my house to a new area. Value will skyrocket.
Yeah.
And I'll sell it then.
Genius. Don't need to connect it to any sort of pipes or anything underneath. There's no need.
That's enough. Yeah, what goes on there? I'm more baffled by this concept of a house than I am by the story, I think.
It's not often I see a headline and I literally read it and then I read it again and I went, there's no fucking way they mean a house. And then I looked at the house and I was like, these motherfuckers tried to move a house.
Yeah, because look, we're well aware of the concept of mobile homes and things like that.
I know of them.
That's all fine. But a house?
A semi-detached house. They've come along, they've taken a house, and they've just decided to put it on a truck and get it out of there, ultimately destroying everything in the whole street, because obviously the house is bigger than the road, destroying both sides, and then knocking down the electrical wires, knocking out electricity to all the neighbourhoods in the nearby area.
What if I moved my house to your back garden?
Oh shit. That's good.
I mean, podcasting would be a lot simpler. There'd be a lot less lag on the video call.
I could just shout at you from outside. Some say I could probably just go outside. I said, no, let's shout.
Let's scream across at each other. And I'm ruining your lawn the whole time.
But Shaun, I feel like Tony may have gone wrong. I don't know if this was the most subtle crime we've ever covered on Weird News. Maybe he's innocent. Who's to say?
I think he meant well, is the thing. I just think he's a man who doesn't like bureaucracy, you know? He just wanted to get his hands dirty and do it.
So we're moving, Shaun, on to a little bit of Florida Man. Because I have Florida man crashes car into neighbour's home, reports it stolen next morning.
It's a bold move, Florida man. Did he remember crashing it, is the question.
He did. This was a ploy. It appears Florida man's latest stomping grounds are Deltona, and his name this time around is Amador Rodriguez. Early Sunday morning, Rodriguez reported his car stolen to the police, but it would turn out he knew exactly where it was the whole time. Because Rodriguez contacted the sheriff's deputies around 2 a.m. on Sunday to report that his blue Honda Civic had been stolen. He told the deputies that his keys and wallet were still in the car. The original story he gave that was that he'd left it in his driveway Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Right. And he left it unlocked, accidentally, hadn't seen it since.
Okay, and it's all, from the police's perspective, they're like, oh, okay, it's a classic burgled car story.
Yeah, the police treated it like any other stolen vehicle case, looking up the plates to see if it had been popped up nearby. It had travelled to a different county on Saturday before reappearing in that county on Sunday, according to the search. Hours later, deputies received a call about a hit-and-run crash nearby. Just down the street on Normandy Boulevard, a blue Honda Civic had crashed into the corner of a house and was left unattended since the previous night.
Wow. So what a stroke of luck that he found his car again.
And it's so close.
It's so close. It's within a stone's throw of his own house.
Who could have predicted? It would turn out to be Rodriguez's missing Civic. No one was in the house at the time of the crash, but significant damage was caused to the home.
That's awful.
I mean, nobody was there, so nobody was hurt. But Florida man, he's delighted at this. He's like, I thought my car was lost forever, but you found it 100 yards away. And I can never thank you enough, deputies. I didn't even look down there.
Look, and I won't press charges on whoever stole it. Let's just leave it all be here now.
We'll just leave it behind us and we'll all move on. I just count it as a bit of good luck on my part.
Yeah, and he just has his arm over the seat, reversing, getting out of the disentangling himself from the house.
After speaking with Rodriguez a little bit more, he admitted to deputies after several minutes that he had talked himself basically around in circles. And he eventually admitted that he'd crashed the car himself. Then he'd walked home, and then he'd reported it stolen.
It's like a child who's after breaking something, and it's just like, something happened and I don't know what, but this is broken, but it can't be my fault, but it's also my favourite toy, so I want it back, please.
Who could have foreseen when he crashes the car? There's the moment where he's like, fuck, I've crashed the car. Oh shit. Oh, what am I going to do? Okay. What if I tell them it was robbed? Somebody else crashed it. I'm at home, snuggled up in bed. Nobody will know.
How? Yeah, that walk home, like, I would pay to see that, because I guarantee you he's tiptoeing. Like, he is being as stealthy as he can.
He can't let anyone see him in the nearby area because he's meant to be in bed.
That's the thing. So he needs an alibi. And also, he crashes and he's like, oh no, they're going to be so mad. No one comes out of the house, you know? No one knows I'm here.
They apparently got tipped off as Rodriguez had a bit of a limp and was walking around with some slight bruising and minor injuries visible to them.
He had a airbag mark left on his forehead.
I mean, I had a crash, but it was more an emotional crash, officer. I fell down the stairs. I live in a bungalow, but I fell down the stairs.
I moved house recently.
Yeah.
And I got caught under the trailer as I moved it. So
I tried to move my whole house with my car. But it
turns out it's not one of those houses.
Not possible. I tried. I looked for a modular home, officer. He was arrested and brought to the county jail on charges of giving false information to deputies. And the bond came out at $1,500, which Rodriguez posted shortly thereafter. So he is out. Okay. But Florida man literally called it his own crime, which is pretty good.
It was going to get called in anyway, though. And
if he could get the car out of there, I think he would have got away with it because they weren't home.
True, but they would probably ask people on the street what happened. And if he talked himself around in a circle when the police believed him, imagine how he would feel once he was a suspect.
He would just crack almost within seconds. He's like, I did it.
The police would knock on the door and he would answer and say, yeah, it was me.
We just have a few questions. There's a bit of a car crash after it happened. It was me. I did it. Okay, just the fourth degree here.
He's already handcuffed himself and he's struggling with the doorknob.
He didn't put on any trousers before he handcuffed himself. Really trying to tie his shoelaces.
They're behind his back, actually, and he's trying to navigate that.
Here?
It was a job getting him on, but getting him off is really hard, officers.
I left the key in the other house in my car.
I crashed my car into that house.
I was handcuffed then too, Your Honour.
So he's out now, though. Did they give him his car back?
I don't know. I suppose I don't think you can give the car back. I feel like maybe the car might be like written off, or it's a bit of it's evidence.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Fucking terrible for that family in that house when they
holidays.
come home. Yeah. Oh, let's all relax in our favourite room with the big massive open window on the front of it. Oh no!
I can't remember getting that painting of the front of a Honda Civic.
He did his best to, he put up a sheet of plywood and he painted it to look like a fully intact house.
He went above and beyond, all while handcuffed.
He really has a talent for it, but he just wasted on crashing cars.
It's like the fucking Mona Lisa he's painted, but behind his back and with his feet.
And then the police rock up again and he turns into like Wile E. Coyote and he runs into the painting. And then the police try and follow him and they just smack straight into it.
God damn it, he's a smart man, that Florida man.
It's a classic bit.
Shaun, we're going to move on from Florida man because I have a different Florida man. Because Florida man, what happened here is Florida man's girlfriend she's done some illegal things. And the police, they're not big fans of that if you do illegal things. So they obviously want to bring her in. And Florida man doesn't want her to go in.
No, he loves her.
Yeah, and Florida man's going to play it cool. He's going to play it subtle. He's going to try and, just think outside the box. We're not going to let her get caught. Because a Florida man was arrested after telling deputies no one was in his home, despite lights turning off and movement being heard from inside by the county sheriffs.
Oh, it's Alexa. Officers.
Deputies said they arrived at the home in Lakeland after receiving a tip about April Gonzalez, who had a warrant out for her arrest. When they reached the house, a man, Jonathan Fowler, left the home to greet them. He goes outside and immediately locks the door behind him when he comes out.
Okay, Jonathan, you're acting You're acting a little sus, I'm going to be honest.
Deputy said Fowler told them nobody else was home and he wouldn't allow them inside without a warrant. He knows his rights. He does know his rights, but he's also harbouring a fugitive, so I think you might be allowed to go into someone's house in that case. The police report states that this all seemed very peculiar, given the way in which he quickly locked and closed the door and was seen kind of standing in front of the door at all times.
Why did he, feel like... Is he trying to keep her in? Is that the story?
The idea is he's keeping her in the house to be like, I'm home alone, officer. You don't have a warrant. You can't go in.
But would it not sell it more to be like, hey, officer, just tell her to fucking hide.
I'm being chill.
Yeah. Just I'm complying.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, can we look around? And he's like, I prefer you to get a warrant. And then they go off to get that because he's been nice up and not suspicious. But you see
where this all goes wrong is, I think Florida man, up until this point, he's being a bit weird. But yeah. I think it's a plan that could have worked, right? He's like, you don't have a warrant, you can't check inside. I've locked the door, so you definitely can't check inside. There's nobody here but me. You have to come back. He could have got an extra day or two out of it.
Yeah, and move her to a new house or something
exactly.
like that.
But what happened inside was, and I don't want to blame it on the girlfriend, but April clearly did not get the memo that she was not meant to be there. Or she did and she overreacted. She was not playing it cool. Because even more peculiar was how the lights began turning off inside the empty residence and movement could be heard coming from within.
April, what? And Florida man is just like he's biting his tongue at this point. He's like, fuck's sake.
I told them nobody was here, and why did she turn off all the lights? I don't understand.
So did she hear, the police are here, I'm just going to tell them no one's inside. And she thought, to sell that, I'll turn all the lights off. So
her plan was all the lights were on. She's like, I'll turn them off now so they won't notice.
I'd love if it was real, not all at once either. It's like the conversation with the police goes on for 5 or 6 minutes, and just every so often, light goes out.
But you could fool one. One goes out, you go, the fucking light bulb's gone in the sitting room. That's terrible.
It's on a timer or whatever.
The light bulb's gone in the bathroom. The light bulb is gone there in the bedroom.
Right. Those sounds of moving. It's my... Dog.
Well, Florida man, he didn't say dog, as he told them it was maybe a ghost.
Florida man. He's at his wit's end.
To be honest with you, he's fucked. He knows he's fucked at this point. She's fucked it up for both of them. And he's like, okay. And they're like, well, what's the movement? A ghost? It's a ghost.
It's some kind of spectre, I would say.
A ghoul? Might be a ghoul, Your Honour.
Might have unfinished business, and I want to be the one to finish that business, is all I'm saying.
You go inside there's furniture upon furniture, all stocked up right beside the kitchen table, I'm telling you now.
I can't move for holy water in the place.
It's absolutely mad in there. You don't even want to look at it. You don't scare yourself. I'm going to leave you out of here.
Have you ever seen... Officer, have you ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark? Because if you look in that door... You're going to get a face melty thing. So...
And that's how he said it. The face melty thing. That's my brother died from a face melty thing there last week. He turned up. He said, I'm going to check inside. No, I'm not going to have a brother here, officer. So think about that.
All I have is it's a puddle of where my brother used to be.
Debbie said they then began calling for Gonzalez over their PA system, though that didn't garner any response. However, apparently when they brought out the K9 deputies, Fowler had to finally admit that Gonzalez was inside the home.
Oh no. So they brought out the dogs, and they were
killer dogs.
Killer dogs, and the dogs were like, yeah, she's fucking in there.
They have her smell, and they're like, yeah, she's definitely in there. He's like, no, the ghoul smells awfully like her. They have the same perfume.
Like, I killed my girlfriend?
Yeah, I killed her. Officer, she's not in there. Well, she is, but her spirit isn't. I've killed her. So,
she is trapped on this mortal plane because I murdered her.
Arrest her now, officer. You can't. I stabbed her to death.
I found the loophole.
Anyway, I've handcuffed myself. Just saving you time, officer.
Just, I know where I'm going. But to be honest, I'd like the break at this point.
I'm a bit troubled. The furniture. Did I mention the furniture? And my brother as well. It's just been a tough few days. Oh, boys.
Another light goes off.
She just loves darkness. I don't know why. She's always trying to have cinema days.
There's sirens right outside the door. They heard me talking about killing my girlfriend.
Fuck. The builders have been outside for all day. They're just listening in. They're just like, he's gonna give us something. He's gonna give us something.
They've all got wine glasses up to the wall.
And they're just like, hang on, did he just say he's gonna fucking kill his girlfriend? Get him. Get them in. Someone make the call.
So, but then none of them make the call. None of them want to be the guy to make the call because they're all too cool.
They're all up in the beam, Shaun. They're all hanging up there.
Terrible signal up on the beam.
The higher you go, the worse the signal is. Everyone knows that.
That's why planes, you can't use your phone.
Everyone knows that. You'll kill everyone on board. Look, if you're going to get arrested, I want you to continue the show while it's happening.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so I might be able to do the Patreon outro from memory. We'll have a look at that.
Yeah, you try and wing that, and I can carry the rest. I just need you to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. You can carry us through the last story, and then I'll be dragged out of the door kicking and screaming while thanking all of our lovely patrons.
Just tell one human being that we exist. Long silence.
So one human being that we exist.
He's gone. Anyway, right.
You can't stop the recording on my end.
It just keeps going. Please stop beating me. Here, builders, do you want to come in and get a kick in here while he's down?
Everyone have a go, come on.
So, Shaun, we are finishing off Weird News this week with a classic case, Florida woman. Because Florida woman has led the Martin County deputies on a chase. And,
a merry chase?
A merry chase, you could say. Okay. And within the chase, she's done a few things, because a woman led Martin County deputies on a chase last Wednesday, caused a rollover wreck, then threw something at the law enforcement officers to distract them.
Right.
According to the county sheriff's office, the woman, whose name has not been released, sped away from a traffic stop Wednesday morning and intentionally hit a deputy on a motorcycle.
Fuck.
Yes.
Look, don't make it worse for yourself when you flee a traffic stop.
You've gone from 1 star to 4 stars, I think, in Grand Theft Auto.
They're about to call in the army.
The woman then led deputies on a very long chase that ended on Warfield Boulevard when she struck another sheriff's office patrol car.
What is this? What is she? What did they have on her? Is my question.
They pulled her over for a traffic stop.
But clearly she did something else that she thinks this is about.
Several murders leading up to this, I can only assume, because otherwise, why would you do this?
Otherwise, that's a completely unfair reaction.
So she struck the sheriff's office patrol car, as well as a truck, causing the vehicle to roll over. She caused the truck to roll over. When they finally caught up with her, the deputy approaches the car slowly. The woman then threw a rubber snake at him.
She's like the Joker. She has a load of props to just attack with.
She threw a rubber snake at him and then ran away out the other window. So I hope she shouted, "Distraction!" and threw it.
Was the officer afraid of snakes by any chance?
I mean, I suppose that's a risk you have to take. But at that point, why does she have a rubber snake in the car for this exact thing?
Maybe she has just a go-to like an escape kit, like for any situation. But the one for this particular situation is one rubber snake that she can use as a distraction. And
4 people were taken in, but none of them were very harmed, really. They were just minor scratches, thankfully. But this is the bit that's really going to get you, Shaun, because Sheriff William Snyder gave an interview, and he said that the driver was not even the intended target of the traffic stop, but for some reason stepped on the gas pedal, leading deputies on the chase originally.
And then presumably the person they were looking for got away scot-free.
So she's just in the queue. They're just doing random traffic stops. She sees it, hits the gas, hits the policeman on the motorcycle, then hits another police cruiser, then topples over a truck, then gets eventually pulled over, throws a fake snake at the police, and then runs away.
I mean, it's a standard getaway operation. You've seen Italian Job, haven't you, Conor? It's exactly the same.
So, I mean, she also toppling over a truck. How fast do you have to go?
I don't know. Like, I would imagine to topple a truck, it feels like you would need a bit of lift, you know, to like clip it on the top.
To get underneath it.
Yeah. Like you were trying to move a house or something. But she must have just ploughed straight into the side so fast that, like, the back wheels caught it and it just went.
But Florida woman, why do you have a rubber snake for distraction?
I don't know if it was intentionally for distraction. What if it was like slung over the mirror as kind of like, I went to the zoo and I got this snake, and she was like, oh, if only I could MacGyver my way. I know, it's fucking, I don't know what's going on.
You mentioned the police.
I live in a grand area. I just want to make that very clear here.
It sounds like you live in the roughest area in Ireland.
Oh, wait. They're going away.
Are they going away?
They're going away.
That just means they're coming around the block again to park outside your house.
I think so. I think they're just circling. They're waiting for me to leave. A lesser man would edit that out of a podcast.
Yeah, but two bigger men would say, Jez, that's weird.
Jez, we just fucking roll with it, wouldn't we? I think she had the rubber. If I had a rubber snake right now, Conor, I'd be sorted. You know, I'd fuck it at the police officers.
I'm thinking nunchuck it.
I don't think, no, because I think
they're coming back around again, Shaun.
I know. That's maybe we should edit this out. I'm not sure. Let me talk.
It's gone on too long.
It's no longer a bit. It's actively annoying right now. I apologised up front for the builders. I didn't know it'd be fucking World War III in my street.
I don't want to say the word unprofessional, but I mean, I'm not saying it, but at the same time,
go ahead.
Like,
what's going on? What's happening here, bud?
Look, I'm not saying anything. I'm just pointing out that somebody's living in, I can only assume, the noisiest part of all the world.
Well, someone is, but it's not me.
Okay, but boys, I wonder if is there any other hosts there?
No, Conor, I think what's happening here now is that you can't stand the atmosphere you've created, and so now you're trying to deflect with humour.
That's it. You got me a 1. Shaun, I feel like Florida woman may bring us to an end. I feel like I think your crimes might be the last article of the Weird News.
What? That would be a great fucking season finale to Weird News. Is I just get in trouble for something mental, and you have to report on it alone. You have to give like because you would have to make like a little like informal statement. Yeah, and it would be like a Weird News episode. But
it would have to be shithousery. I'm not having you getting done for something.
No,
serious.
I'm not murdering or shooting obviously. Or doing nothing bad. I just I don't know. I ate all of the grapes bar one in the local supermarket.
Like pushing people off their bikes, like every so often into like bushes.
Yeah, like it's a nice comfy bush, but still you don't want that to happen.
Like you don't want, there's no thorns. It's like it's a grand old bush, but at the same time, I prefer to be on my bike.
Yeah, or I just keep standing downwind of a burning thatched cottage. Like
keep staring at cameras outside burning buildings.
Licking a lollipop.
This guy's hiding something.
Why is he always here? And I've nothing to do with it. I'm just always there.
You're just curious.
But yeah, I'm sorry for the audio issues in this episode. I think it added to the humour.
I don't think they're issues. I feel like they're out of your control, Shaun.
It's true. What if we added them in post instead?
I think we should add more in.
But wait, there's a train coming, Conor.
What's that? A herd of elephants.
a load of foxes. What does the fox say? And then we put that meme from 2013
Oh, that'll be good. That'll get the kids in. Shaun, I think that's it for Weird News this week.
What a week. Would you like me to take us out, Conor?
Yeah, please.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big thank you goes out to everyone who supports us over on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description. And shout-outs, of course, go to Waffles, the magic undisputed king of Aotearoa New Zealand, Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Róisín the wife Palmer, Ryan technically fine Evanson, Shaun grow your mo for a bro Jamieson, Dominic, Jessiah Florida Gal Green, Anna Hjelmroos, Lil Dicky Notice how you never see Conor and the cat burglars in the same place at the same time, just saying McGrew. Conor and the Cat Burglars, great ska band, by the way. Just if you ever wanted to start that up.
What do you mean if I ever wanted to start one up?
Sorry, if you ever want to continue it.
Thank you.
Thank you also to Danny McLaughlin, Ray, I Can't Believe Wanda Did This, Sam, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, and Sackman41. Thanks everyone for the continued support. You're absolutely amazing. Hope you enjoy all the content that we put up over on the Patreon. The movie reviews, the TV show reviews, all of that good stuff is over there if it interests you. Other ways to support the show then, you can go to our merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop, where you can get t-shirts and hoodies and all kinds of good stuff over there. Twitter is @HeroesForHirePod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group, or Heroes for Hire Podcast. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. TikTok is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
And I think that's about it, Conor.
I think so. So I've been Ciara Lawler.
And I have been Shaun.
We shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.